Alright guys, in today's video we're going to talk about a couple of things you should have done before your Instagram ads or before you launch any Instagram ads. Now by ads I'm talking about influencer marketing and Facebook ads, in particular the Instagram section. So one of the first things you should do before launching any type of Instagram ad is have a presence on that platform. So what I mean by this is have a presentable looking bio, have a presentable looking image on your profile picture, and have a presentable link. Now let me go a little bit more in depth into each of those things. What I mean by a presentable bio is not just leave it blank or have some sort of corny catchphrase or anything like that, but rather look at your competitors, look at the brands that you're trying to kind of emulate and do what they do. Have a sort of a similar bio. For example, if in their bio they state that they do free worldwide shipping, you want to do the same thing. You want to add that onto your profile. And then what I mean by having a presentable website, you want to have either a bit.ly domain or your actual domain. Now by your actual domain, I don't mean the .myshopify.com. So for example, if your store is called Pet Supply and your Shopify domain is petsupply.myshopify.com, you don't want to add that onto the link. It doesn't look professional. It looks very amateurish. So make sure you switch that out for petsupply.com or a bit.ly link. And then for your profile picture, you want to have your actual logo. Make sure it doesn't crop off anywhere. Make sure it's not too pixelated or there's not a lot of things going on in the background. So it's not like a picture, but rather just a logo in front of a solid color. It could be white, could be black, but make sure it has a solid color in the background and there's not a lot of things going on. And it's just the logo. You just wanted to make it look as clean as possible, because I've seen some people add the picture of the product or just take a picture of like city or whatever their niche is related to, and that doesn't, I get what they're trying to do, but it just doesn't look as professional. It doesn't look like an actual brand would do that. So just go ahead and stick with the logo. Don't try to add images like that. It rarely works in your favor. And the other thing you want to do is you want to have at least 10 to 15 images. If you could do more, then obviously that's better. Sometimes I try to go for 30, but if you guys don't have that time or don't want to actually upload those 30 pictures, 10 to 15 is fine, but make sure they're really good quality. They're not any low quality images. You could actually go ahead and take your own from the product. So you could order the product, take a couple of pictures and call it a day. Or you could go to AliExpress and grab some pictures from the review section, which I talk about in my course. So for those of you who purchased the course, you guys know what I'm talking about. And the final thing I like to do is create that social proof. And what I mean by that is I like buying followers for my business pages, because I'm not going to actually shout anybody out. So I'm fine with buying followers for those profiles, because I'm not planning to be an influencer. I'm not planning to charge people per post or anything like that. So I'm perfectly fine buying followers for this account. It just adds to that social proof. For example, would you guys rather follow an account that had 2 followers, or was following not 2, that had about 20 followers or 100 followers, and it was following 900? You guys would be like, okay, nah, they're just following people and then unfollowing, so I'm just gonna stay away from it. You're gonna think it's some sort of scam that they're trying to pull off, or something along those lines. So you're not really gonna trust them, as opposed to you see a page that has 2,000 followers and it's only following like 40. Then you're gonna take it a little bit more serious and be like, okay, they're probably doing something. That's why they're growing so fast, or that's why their ratio is really good. Maybe that's why they're only following 10 people and have 2,000 followers. So you know what, let me go ahead and check them out. So you want to create that type of curiosity, that type of social proof with your account. And the way you do that, you go ahead and cheat, quote unquote, and get yourself a head start by buying some followers. Now they're not going to be active. I'm not telling you to try to sell to the bots. I'm just telling you to buy those followers to create that social proof. You guys could go on Google, type in buy Instagram followers, and just go on any page, choose the best pricing, choose the cheapest. It really doesn't matter who you go with. Don't try to pay over the top. Don't try to pay for premium followers, because they don't exist. All of them are bots, so be aware of that. You want to do the same thing also for your likes. You want to buy a couple of likes and divide them between the pages. For example, what I do is I spend about $20 on just followers. So that's about 2,000 to 2,500 followers or bot followers. And then I like spending probably another $10 on likes, and just kind of divide those likes between like the last 4 or 5 posts, which roughly gives me about 30 to 40 likes per picture, which is good. I mean, if you're only being followed by 2,000 people, you don't expect anything like 400 or 600 likes. Although it's very possible, don't get me wrong, but that's more for like personal influencers, not really a brand, especially with that low volume of followers. So it's still a good number, it's still a good advantage, it's still better than most other brands being followed by 2,000 people and only following a couple. And then getting 40 to 50 likes per picture, it doesn't seem awkward, it seems perfectly within the norm. So you guys wouldn't have to worry about like, okay, are they gonna find out that I bought followers? Maybe they're gonna catch on to it. You guys don't have to worry about that because the ratio is still within the norms. So those are just a couple of pointers that you guys should consider before actually going and launching your Instagram ads. You want to make yourself presentable. Basically, you want to portray that official brand presence, so you want to be taken seriously, so you better look the part. Now for my course, I will be adding a more in-depth version of this video where I actually walk you guys through everything. So I will be releasing that by the end of the week. So I'll be updating you guys as soon as that video is out. I'll be adding it on the private Facebook group, or I'll be mentioning that in the private Facebook group so you guys could go and check the video out on the course when it's finished. So thank you guys for watching. That's pretty much it for the video. If you guys want to buy the course, I'm having a pretty big discount on the course for the first week only. Then it's going to go back to normal pricing. So thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video.